Imagine a world untouched by the marks of civilization. Dense forests cover the land, stretching out like an endless green ocean, while towering mountains cast shadows over vast plains. Rivers snake through the earth, their waters pure and teeming with life, flowing freely toward seas that remain unexplored. This was the Stone Age, a time when humanity was only beginning its long journey through survival, discovery, and transformation. Picture an early morning in this era, as fog hangs low over the landscape, and a group of early humans stirs from their simple, hand-built shelters. Clad in rough animal skins, worn and marked from countless hunts, they emerge, each one a vital part of a small community struggling to endure. In the Stone Age, every day was a test of resilience and survival. There were no luxuries, no guarantees, just the daily pursuit of food and shelter. Early humans were hunters, gatherers, and foragers, depending on the gifts of nature for their existence. But hunting was no simple task. With weapons crafted from stone and bone, they would stalk herds of deer, bison, or even giant mammoths, their hunting tactics honed by generations of trial and error. Imagine the tension as a group of hunters crouches low in the tall grass, their eyes trained on a bison herd. Every movement, every whispered command is precise and purposeful. The thrill and risk of the hunt was not only a matter of survival, but a unifying experience that forged bonds among tribe members, bonds that could mean the difference between life and death in this unforgiving world. The ingenuity of early humans was on display in the tools they created. Each rock, each piece of flint, had potential in their hands. A simple stone could be transformed into a blade, a spearhead, or a scraper, with each tool crafted meticulously through skills passed down over generations. Visualize a young child observing an elder as they chip away at a flint, learning that every notch, every sharp edge has a purpose. These tools were the foundation of survival, their designs becoming increasingly intricate as early humans learned more about their world and how to shape it. Fire was another remarkable force in the Stone Age. Imagine the first flicker of flame, brought to life by the rubbing of sticks or the striking of flint, sparking a glow that would forever alter human existence. This fire became their source of warmth, protection, and sustenance, giving them a precious edge in their battle with nature. Picture a small group huddled around the fire as night falls, the flames casting flickering shadows on their faces. Here, food was roasted, stories were shared, and knowledge was passed down. Firelight was more than a source of heat, it was a gathering place, a symbol of life and community, a flickering heartbeat against the darkness that pressed in on all sides. As seasons changed, so did the challenges. In the summer, early humans would gather fruits, nuts, and roots, traversing familiar territories where they knew which plants would nourish and which could harm. During harsh winters, they sought refuge in caves or constructed rudimentary shelters from branches, animal hides, and even the bones of large animals. These shelters were sacred spaces, providing warmth and safety from the bitter cold and the prowling predators of the night. Imagine families gathered within these shelters, wrapped in thick furs, enduring the howling winds outside and waiting together for the bleak months to pass. In this world of constant danger, emotions ran deep. Family and friendship meant survival, and each tribe member was vital to the whole. A loss was felt profoundly, and burial sites from this time suggest that even in the earliest societies, humans held a deep reverence for their dead. Graves have been found with tools, food, and flowers, indicating that early humans mourned and perhaps believed in an afterlife or a continued presence of the departed. It's a reminder that, despite the hardships, they had the capacity for empathy and love, concepts that continue to connect us to them across millennia. The mysterious cave paintings left by these people hint at a spiritual life beyond our understanding. Hidden deep within caves, far from natural light, these paintings depicted animals, hunting scenes, and symbols that may have held deep meaning. Were these artworks a way to preserve their world, to communicate with spirits, or perhaps a ritual for ensuring a successful hunt? We may never know, but these artworks stand as silent witnesses to a complex inner life, an expression of thoughts, beliefs, and hopes that went beyond the immediate need to survive. Language, though primitive, also began to take form. The need to coordinate hunts, warn of danger, and teach new skills would have driven the development of simple communication. A shared language, perhaps a mixture of gestures, sounds, and eventually words, would become the backbone of their society. Imagine the power of the first shared joke, the comfort of a whispered reassurance, the thrill of giving a name to an object or an idea. Language was the spark that would eventually lead to culture, tradition, and shared memory. Living in the Stone Age was an endless series of choices, each one a matter of survival. Where should the tribe move next? How much food should they gather? Which animals were safe to hunt, and which were best avoided? These people faced an array of challenges every day, and yet they persisted. Despite the hardships, they continued to adapt, evolve, and even thrive, driven by an instinct to push the boundaries of their world and explore beyond what was known. These early humans weren't simply cave people grunting their way through life. They were creators, innovators, and pioneers. Each tool, each discovery, each shared moment added to a collective knowledge that would one day shape the world. They laid the foundations for everything that would come, from agriculture to art to technology, with nothing but their hands, their courage, and their boundless curiosity. Today, as we sit in modern comfort, it's humbling to look back on our ancestors from the Stone Age. They remind us that at the heart of human history is an unbreakable spirit, an ability to survive and adapt no matter the obstacles. Life in the Stone Age was a complex tapestry of hardship, strength, and innovation, a story that, in its essence, is still very much our own.